Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. Please invite your friends, and we pray today that we will have a good time together and we will learn something truthful and something useful. As you see the title, Putin Muslim son Ramzan Kadyrov calling for big jihad. And I saw some comment in the chat saying, oh, this is not his son. How you know? There is a very old relationship between Putin and the family of Kadyrov, and the father is the same as the son. He is a person who betrayed his nation. He was a mufti, which is very normal for someone who is a mufti, to betray his people. Mufti is someone, he is the highest religious for Muslims. He was with the Mujahideen in the beginning of the war against Russia, and then he switched side because Putin, he promised him a very good rank if he joined his side, and later they became so good friends with benefit. So we do not know for sure if Ramzan Kadyrov is his son for real or not, because the relationship between them cannot be explained. If you look at the picture, actually I have it in the thumb, you will see how much love between those, when those supposedly are enemies. I mean, this guy Putin, he killed thousands and thousands of their people, yet they are in love with him. So it doesn't make sense. And I am not here today to bash the Russian people. Actually, me myself as a person, I have a special, the Russian, they have a special place for me. I am not against the Russian, and we will never teach hate against the Russian. And this is not a place we are attacking the Russian. We are attacking Putin, the Russian Putin agenda, not the Russian people. We know that this guy, he is a dictator. He is in the office for long time. And this is telling you that he is just a dictator. In our view, this person is going by election. He's chosen by election. And, he is elected. But have you ever heard of somebody? He is always keep elected. And what he do, even when his term is over. Guys, do you hear my voice? Is my voice coming good and clear? I hope you can hear me. So this person, even when he is, like his term, let's just say he served for twice, and then when he is supposedly done, he cannot serve no more, so he put one of his puppies, his assistant, to be a president so he can stay the president. And this guy is there in the office for more than 20-25 years. And this is telling you how much this man, how evil he is. He is a KGB man. He knew how to terrify any one of those his opponent. Either he end in jail or he get killed. Anyone he is serious a threat to win election against him, there's one of two things will happen to him. If you don't believe me, go check. And the one who killed his opponent is always somebody from Chechnya. So Kadyrov is the puppy, the dog of Putin. He is a mafia guy. He's a drug dealer. Everybody knows. The guy, he live in a palace. He have tons of cars for fun. He have, a lot of wealth, which nobody can explain. Their father was a mufti. His salary is like $500. And you are just the president of a country, and your salary is what? $10,000? Each car of the cars he owns, the price is from $400,000, $500,000. Where the money is coming from, obviously, there is something not right. So Putin, as a person, is very evil. We do not need to prove it. And actually, for me, in the beginning, I thought of him highly. He sounds like way more intelligent than the Western leaders. And actually, he's still Western leaders are just dummies, you know. I have no respect for them, from the White House to all of Europe. Putin is way more smarter than them. But this time, because he's so greedy and he want to be the emperor, you know, he is trying to establish an empire. He believed the Western leaders. He listened to the Western leaders. You see, if you go in the beginning of the war, or even before the war happened, the stupid Joe Biden, he go on TV and they ask him what you would do if the Russian, they invade Ukraine. He said, depend, depend. You know, if it is a full scale or little scale attack. So he's telling them, it doesn't matter what the scale really. I mean, we would not. And he said it clearly in the same interview, we will never get involved in anything have to do with Ukraine. So all the leaders of the NATO, they give a green light to Putin. They took all their embassies, they evacuated all their embassies from Kiev. And they announced clearly, we will not involve to stop you, Putin, if you attack Ukraine. And Putin, he got the message so clear. So I can go right now. I mean, look, all of them, they are gone. And the funny is, last July, I was in Ukraine, and actually I can get some videos from my phone to show you. And I met with a bunch of Marines. They were playing music in Odessa. And I asked them, what is the purpose of this NATO training, you know, in Ukraine? They said, we do not know. We are just soldiers. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, soldiers, they don't know really. I mean, they are just obeying orders. But I thought about it. Oh, maybe those people, they are going to stand with Ukraine if Putin, he attack. I mean, they are there just in July. Few months after, the NATO disappeared from Ukraine and they left the Ukrainian alone. And not only that, they don't even keep their mouth shut. They keep saying loud and clear, we will never get involved if you attack Ukraine. So this guy, he said to himself, I mean, those Ukrainians are poor. Their army is no match. And they will get terrified if we come to them. We will have Kiev in maybe 24 hours. And if you remember, Putin, he did not even send his army to occupy Ukraine. He sent the Muslim army of Kadyrov. 60 miles of trucks and tanks coming from Kadyrov army. And they love to show, you know, the people, the Republic of the Chicken, I call them chicken, always they love to show off. Even when they dance, they love to show off. They are show-off people, you know. So they stop and they take selfie and Allahu Akbar, and we are going to take Kiev. And then when they arrive to Kiev, they're being kicked out like dogs and they run away for their life. So if we search right now for the army of Kadyrov, coming to Kiev, you can search the videos, you will die laughing. I mean, when you see the equipment they have, you see what they are dressing, the mask and the helmet and telescope and the snipers and the long beard, you see those people, they are going to eat the Ukrainian alive. And what happened? They run like a chicken as usual. So attacking Kiev failed. Taking control of Ukraine in 48 hours maximum fail. And then the Ukrainian, after they've been betrayed by the American and European, as usual, because European always betray their friends. This is not new. They learned their lesson. They found out that the American, they left them alone. Actually, the stupid American, they offer the president of Ukraine to run with his family and come to America as a refugee. So if the president of Ukraine, he listened to the American, Ukraine now is totally captured by the occupation forces of Kadyrov. This is why no president in the world should listen to the American. No matter how much they say to you, we care for you. No president in the world should listen to European, no matter how much they say, we will protect you. Those countries, they have potato snack leaders. They are not real leaders. See, we have a Trump. He said, if I was in the office, Putin will not attack. Maybe. But if Trump was in the office, I assure you, he will say to Putin, I'm so happy that you took Ukraine for a snack. Trump is very well known to be a coward person. He is not a warrior. He is not a real leader. He is a businessman. This man, he cares only for making America great in the way of making us rich, not making us great as a nation with ethic. And all of them, they are the same. They have zero ethic, but they have a plan for money. And this is how they look at Ukraine. All the fight we see is because Ukraine is the basket of food, strategic location, and it's extremely important for the whole world. In case you do not know, most of the bread you eat is coming from Ukraine. Oil. A lot of things we need for surviving every day is coming from Ukraine. So the competition on Ukraine is not for the sake of Ukrainian. Neither the American, they care for Ukrainian. Neither the European, they care for Ukrainian. Neither the German, neither the British, neither even the Russian, they don't care really for Ukrainian. All what they care for is how we can take the wealth of Ukraine. So all of them, they are thieves. And every thief, he have different method to take your wealth. It's like a credit card company. They send you a brochure saying to you, you don't pay fees. There's no fees. Just take the card, use it. And one day, if you are late to pay, they rip you apart. And today, the Europeans, they are not supporting Ukraine. Nothing for free. Soon we will have election, and maybe the Democrat will lose big deal in USA. And then you will see that the Republican, who is supposedly very conservative, that make me laugh, they will ask Ukrainian for fees for the credit card or the credit line they are offering, nothing for free. And the Ukrainian poor people, they have to pay because they need the American. They trusted the American. You know, one day the Ukrainian, they used to have nukes. And because their leader, he is so stupid and foolish, he listened to the American. You believe it or not, the American paid the Ukrainian to give their weapon to the Russian. The nukes. If the Ukrainian until now they have their nukes, nobody will dare to attack them. And they will be safe and secure. So they convinced them, let us sign a treaty that you will not even have weapon in the future of nuke. And when you sign a treaty, you think that those people, okay, well, we will not have nukes, you will protect us, right? Sure, we will protect you. But what happened, as soon as Putin, he stepped his first foot in Crimea, and he took Crimea, all the Europeans, they closed their eyes. Did you ask yourself why the Europeans did not put great sanctions in Russia? I mean, the guy, he took Crimea, which is in the size of many countries. Isn't that enough? You don't care. The same they did with Turkey. The Turkish, they took half of Cyprus. They don't care. Let the Greek people die. Putin, who is a businessman, he have no dignity, he have no ethic. He promised the Armenian protection. And when the Azerbaijani army with the Turkish army in a massive forces and drones attacked the Armenians, slaughtering their kids, Putin was watching and he heard nothing, he saw nothing, he did not know about it. In the top of that, he increased the volume of business and tourism to Turkey as a reward. And the foolish Armenian, they were waiting for Russia to protect them until now. If you ask yourself why he did not support them, simply, Putin is evil. He wanted the Armenian to join the Russian Federation. He's trying to convince them by using the Turkish. If you don't join us, the Turkish will kill you. So he want to take Armenia too. And now the Armenian, they are a very small, tiny nation. They cannot fight by themselves. So the only way for them to survive, and I believe they got the message already, is to join the Russian Federation and lose our independence. If you don't join me, I will let your enemy eat you alive, and you deserve it, because simply you trusted the Putin Russia to defend you. The Armenian, they said to himself, no way, Putin will be watching us dying, killed by the Turkish army. No way. It turned to be that all the promises was false, and for sure, Putin, he don't want the Turkish to take all of Armenia, because the whole purpose is to convince Armenia to join the Russian Federation and to be additional country under his shoes. If you go and see all the countries like Chechnya and other countries from the previous Soviet Union, who they are now part of Russia, you will see that they are dead poor. No jobs, no economy, nothing. All the wealth is in the rich locations in Russia, as they call it, the White Russia. You will see that all the money, the billionaires, are located in Moscow, in Pittsburgh, etc. But if you go in the countrysides, in those countries where they are used to be part of the Soviet Union, you will find the income of a family does not exceed even $1,000 a year. I saw a video about Russian relocation. You know, he is from the previous Soviet Union state. I don't know which state, but obviously he's a Muslim too. And he was speaking how good the support of the Russian government. They give 1 case of potato, one time only, for families of those who their sons are fighting in Ukraine. Can you believe it? 1 case of potato. And this is in TV. This is supposedly the propaganda. You see, we are supporting you. So, Putin is a person, he fit with the person he is standing next to. And you ask yourself, how this person became a president? I mean, this guy is a kid when they made him a president. Why he became a president? It doesn't make sense. But there is something special between Putin, and he knew carefully how he chose his dogs. 2 or 3 days ago, and actually I received a video, I'm not going to play it here because it's very, very bloody, a video published by the Chechen Republic of Chechnya army about their soldiers bleeding, dying like puppies. And yet they are saying, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, you know. So the news came to Kadyrov. Kadyrov always go in TV, in TikTok, sorry, and he speak, we are losing nothing. Our army is not even, we don't even 1 person get killed. And you know, who in the world want to believe such a garbage that his army is not getting killed in a war? What are they doing there? Are they fighting, or they are having taken a vacation? Have you ever heard of an army, any army in the world? He goes somewhere and nobody of his army die. It's like Christian Prince, he walk in the rain, but he never get wet. Why? Because he walk between the drops of the water. That is good. Convincing. So they lie and they fabricate. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. He's dying. You should see their faces. They look like ghosts. Alhamdulillah. Allahu Akbar. If you see the video, you will die laughing. I mean, they are dead, and Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. So the news came to Kadyrov that those Ukrainians, they are making shish kebab of my men. So Kadyrov, he went to TikTok. And you can tell that Kadyrov is really, really pissed off. I mean, those people, they thought, this Ukrainian, we can beat them so easy. I mean, what the heck? They are poor people. They don't have weapon. We have Russia on our side. This guy is like a person who is so proud of the balls of his neighbor. He don't have balls himself. If you are a man, come alone. You don't. Why you are coming with the Russian army? Come alone. Let us see if you can fight the Ukrainian, you coward son of Muta. So he speak highly of his army, but in fact his army is an army of a chicken in the Russian army. And I find it very funny and very hilarious that this person, he speak of jihad. I have the link for the video, by the way, down there, if you like to watch it. He say, we are going, I swear in Allah's name, we will do big jihad. I invite you all to join for big jihad. And you look at his face, you see how much he is in pain, because the Ukrainian, they killed at least 400 of his men in one day. In one day. And yet the coward, he claimed that there's only 2 men died. Now, I can say maybe the Ukrainians are exaggerating. Maybe, you know, in war propaganda, everything is possible. But obviously, all of us, we knew that they are losing ground left and right. The territory of Kharkiv, 90% of the soldiers there, they were from the Chicken Republic of Chechnya. And we know what happened there. The Ukrainians, they captured most of it. Actually, they got it whole. Even they reached the borders of Russia. And this is where the Chechenian chicken is located. And yet Kadyrov is saying only 2 of his men died through the whole war. For sure, he is saying the truth, because he is a Muslim, and Muslims don't lie. But I find it very funny that he is saying, I'm going to wage big jihad.
Валлахи, клянусь именем Всевышнего, это большой джихад. Это большой джихад, который мы все должны участвовать. И мы не остановимся дома.
You can tell that this guy is speaking from his ass, not from his mouth. He is too much in pain. Wait for the head. Either he is taking hashish or taking hashish. But obviously he is very badly in pain, and he is struggling to make a statement. Something big happened, made this guy say what he is saying. But, you know, the funny is, he said, we will kill them wherever we find them. And this is a phrase in the Quran. We will kill them wherever we find them. Wherever they are, we will kill them. I swear by Allah. The funny is that the Quran says in chapter 5, verse number 51, that the one who take the Christians and the Jews as a friends, he is one of them. He is not a Muslim. So, how this potato is waging jihad when the Quran said that the one who take the Christians as a protectors or a friends, he is one of them. Who is the leader of the chicken Kadyrov? Putin, the Russian general. So how this guy, he is a son of a mufti, aka son of a muta, speaking of jihad, when his commander-in-chief is supposedly Christian, and he wear a cross in his neck, as Putin always show. The Quran make it so clear. And if you don't like this translation, if you are Abdur, you say, I'm choosing translation. This is your Muslim translation. I don't accept any Muslim translations because I believe that all of you lie about your religion. I never met a Muslim. He is honest about his stupid belief. We say to you, the Quran say the sun set in murky water. They say it appeared to be the sun. Where it says the word appear, they add words to fix and duct tape the stupid Quran. Oh, who you believe. Oh, you who believe, take not the Jews and the Christians as awliya. Awliya mean friends, protectors, helpers, etc. I like the etc. by the way, because Putin go under the etc. too, like sleep with your mom, Kadyrov. They are but awliya to one another. And if any among you take them as awliya, then surely he is one of them. So, based on the Quran, the one who accepts Putin as a protector, as a friend, as a helper, he is one of them. He is not a Muslim. So, how in the world this guy is calling for jihad when his boss is supposedly Christian? And you know, as long you call, and he said he is going to attack Odessa and Kiev, and he will burn the cities. He will burn them. I would love to see this person. I would love to see the Ukrainian special forces going inside Chechnya and capture this person and bring him like a cat and put him in the museum for Ukrainian kids to see what will happen to the army who go against Ukrainian army. And actually, I'm so proud of the Ukrainian because, you know, the American, they look at them down, the European look at them down, the NATO look at them down because, oh, they will run away. This is why I advised them to run. They advised the president to run. Never listen to the American. Never, 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 never. I never trust them too. And I'm talking about the American as government. I mean, we have a president, he called the Prime Minister of England, the new one, to say, hey, I'm happy that you became Prime Minister. You believe it or not, he called him Rashid. The guy is a Hindu. He's Indian. It turned to be that his name for Biden is Rashid. Those people, they don't even remember their names. Do you think they will remember you? So I encourage, and I heard that Putin speaking that the Ukrainian, they are preparing to have a dirty bomb, which means nukes. Why not? Actually, I encourage the Ukrainian to make many of them. Is that a crime if they have one? Or two? Or 10? Or 50? If it's a crime for them, then it's a crime for everybody. They are under attack. Their country demolished. Their country totally destroyed. They paid very high price because European and American neglected them, betrayed them. They let Putin go with no consequence. And then what they do? They make sanctions. And the sanctions are very funny because still his oil is running. People buying his oil. The oil in the market is all over. I saw an interview of an American general. His last name is Maguire. This donkey, he said that when the Russian, Putin, when he attacked Ukraine, he avoid killing civilians. This is a video 7 months ago, which means from the beginning of the war. Do you see how they avoid civilians? The city is a ghost town. Even the American generals, they side with Putin against Ukraine. You can go to the first day of the war and see how they were shelling houses, hospitals, schools. We have millions of people left their houses. Why? Because they have no more houses left. And then you will find an American general saying, oh, no, no, Putin was a very nice guy. He was avoiding attacking civilians. So I want to say, I pray that in the future, the Russian and the Ukrainian, they will be friends again. I don't want the Russian and Ukrainian to hate each other. We as Christians, we should oppose war, and we should oppose hate. War with anybody, even with Muslims. War is not good for anyone. But in the same time, I'm so proud of people who defend their land, and they are not cowards. And this is how I feel for the Ukrainian. A massive army coming to invade. Who? A Christian country. You know, when the Turkish, they shut down 2 airplanes for Putin. Putin, he accepted from the Turkish apology, which is very funny, and he accepted money. But in the case of Ukraine, we take their land, we take their houses, we take even their women, their children. They are forcing people to become Russian. You like it or not, today you are Russian. A person in the chat saying, his name is Ram, saying, what kind of a crazy Christian are you, Christian prince? You sound like a warlord. Better stay out of politics topic. Hey, Ram, I don't know, your name is Ram, and sound like a ram. Are you a human or a ram speaking to me? You stupid idiot son of Muta, we just said we are against war. You sound like a warlord. Warlord, what about you became nicer and give Kashmir to Pakistan, Mr. Ram? I saw a Hindu priest speaking about how peaceful we are when we fought the Chinese. He said we made them shish kebab. I mean, those people, they speak loudly of peace, but in reality, they are war worshippers. Like Sadhguru, you know, let us accept each other. I make a video against his stupidity. He went to YouTube. He filed a copyright claim. He make a lecture. The whole video is about how we can accept each other, how we can live together. Why we cannot accept each other, why we get crazy if somebody criticize me. And then after 5 minutes, he went to YouTube to report my video. Here I am, nice to meet you, buddy. Sit down. Now I know why your wife, she don't like you. You are a ram anyway. She prefer a goat. So here we notice in the front of us, in the map, you know, while the Russian, they were almost taking all of Ukraine. Remember one day, not long time ago, they were in the borders of Kiev. Today, where are they? Today, hardly they can defend their lines, and in many places they cannot. And one of the funny things about the war today, that the massive army of Putin, it turned to be a junk army. You know, this guy, always I thought about, like, they speak about how the S-400, which Erdogan is fighting bad, desperate to buy it from the Russians, 400 can shoot airplane from distance of blah, blah, blah. And then until now, the airplanes of the Ukrainian is flying. Until now. Where is the S-500? It turned to be all his toys are sex toys. They are not even weapon. His tanks is not functioning. His even trucks is not working. His grenade, they explode without taking the nail from it. His Kalashnikov shoot backward. And his army dying left and right. I saw tons of videos of missiles exploding in the same location, which means we just shot the missile and the missile exploded between their hands. They have a junk. And yesterday, Putin, he sat behind the table and he is now going to show the West and the world that he have nukes. I was saying, I hope they will not explode in his face because he have junk. And this idiot, actually, this is how you know that if somebody is scared and terrified. When you keep talking about your nukes, it means you are terrified. I mean, why you are talking about nukes and you keep talking about it if you are fighting a weak army? Obviously, the army of Ukraine is not a weak army. Actually, I believe that the army of Ukraine now is the most powerful army in Europe. And they prove it. They are defeating a massive army, a huge army. A country have a strategic location, strategic distance, strategic resource. Gas, oil, uranium, you name it. They have a lot of power. And the funny is, you will see someone, he is a hypocrite liar, saying to you, well, Ukraine, they became a threat. And this is what the American general, he said, the Ukraine, they became a threat to Russia. And the funny is, do you know that there is only less than 2 miles between us and the Russian borders? I mean, USA. We have less than 2 miles. So if the Ukrainian became a threat, America is not. What about attacking the Americans? 2 miles in Alaska between us and Russia. Not 2,000 miles, not 200 miles, it's 2 miles. You can walk them by feet, but there is water between us. How a country have hundreds, if not thousands of nukes is afraid of Ukraine? And then they come with the funny accusation that the Ukrainians are fascist. What does that mean? Why they are fascist? Or they want to have Ukrainian only citizenship? For sure, why not? There's many countries in the world. If you carry 2 citizenship, you lose one of them. As an example, in America, if I go right now and apply for different citizenship, I will lose the one I have. Especially I'm not born in this country. Oh, they are forbidding the Russian language to be an official language. Why they want to have your language as official language when their language is Ukrainian? What's wrong with you? Why the Spanish need to speak English? So, because they are protecting their sovereignty and protecting themselves from the invasion of the Russian trying to take over them, they are fascist. But now they are forcing their passport on those who live in the area they occupy. And you know, Putin is very, very weird, very funny, very dummy. In the beginning, he said, we take a Crimea. Then after he take a Crimea, he says, oh, now we need water for Crimea. So now we need to invade Kherson. So this is, look how big this location is. Look how big this land is. I mean, this guy is not a thief, and he is under threat, brother. He is under threat. And you know, if we have now some people, like now, there's a huge number of Middle Eastern in Los Angeles. Most of them, they are Christians, Arab Christians. Maybe we should occupy Los Angeles, brother, because we have tons of thousands of people there. Maybe now, because we have a lot of Mexican in California, the Mexican, they attack California and occupy it, even though it used to be their land once. And the funny is that Alaska, which is a huge territory, is part of USA today, and one day it used to be part of Russia, but Putin forgot about it. So he took a Crimea, and then he said, no, now we need water. So let us attack and go all the way to get the water. Okay, Putin, where we get the water? Oh, we get it from Ukraine. We just took their land. Yeah, we take more lands. So here they have a lot of water. So let us go there and attack the city and take it. Oh, you know what? They have a big lake here, and they have here a big nuclear facility for energy. We need energy for Crimea. I mean, the electricity have to come somewhere. Let us go there and take their power plant. Oh, you know what? In this area, they have a lot of ducks and food. Let us attack it and get their chicken. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Odessa is in the Black Sea, and we need it because we have a port. We don't have a port in Crimea, so let us take Odessa. I like this ideology. My neighbor, he have a big screen TV. I don't. So I'm going to go to my neighbor and take his big TV. And then I notice when I'm leaving that he have a nice wife. I will take his wife too. In the way going outside, I noticed that he have a stereo. Right? And all of this because those people, they are fascist? I mean, what fascism have to do with taking their land? And the funny is that the guy who he accused him to be a Nazi, he is a Jew. I mean, have you ever heard of a Jew? He support Hitler? At least try to find a lie. It worked. I mean, Muhammad, he is a better liar than you, Putin. As an example, Muhammad, he went to the seventh sky in the top of a donkey. Putin, your donkey is not functioning. Your donkey is so big, stupid. You accuse a Jew that he support fascism and Nazi and he is supporter of Hitler? A Jew? Who in the world want to believe such a garbage? I was in Ukraine. Everybody knows I am an Arab. People, they were very friendly to me. I spoke even to a Russian lady, a Russian woman. I asked her how the Ukrainian, they treat you because you are Russian. She said, normally. I said, because of the war. And you said, no, nobody really. People never do anything. She is Russian. She is living in area, almost everybody is Ukrainian. And I was expecting her to say, oh, you know, some people, maybe, they don't treat me nice because I'm Russian. She said, no, not even a single person. By the way, Putin, there is people who support Putin still in Germany. When you are going to invade Germany, they support Hitler. But I want to say today, I'm so glad that the Ukrainian, they are brave. I changed my point of view of them highly. You know, I thought of them are very nice people, you know. But now I have way more respect to those warriors who they are defending their lands. I don't respect people who run away. I don't respect cowards. Like the Chechnya when they run away, not long time ago. And this is why they are scattered all over the world. In Jordan, in Syria, in Turkey, you find them everywhere. Why? Because they run away. In appearance, they look like they are really strong fighters, but in reality, they are potatoes. If Putin and you, the Ukrainian, they will fight as they are fighting today, he will never, ever do it. And I believe strongly that Putin soon is going to find a solution. he will start begging for negotiation. Because things is not changing for his benefit. And the only way maybe is to use nukes. But if he use that, there's many consequences. He have to even kill his own people, who he claimed that he is coming to protect them. But as you see, the weak army of Ukraine is defeating the strong army of Russia. And I want to remind everybody that until now, the Ukrainian did not have a draft, which means all the fighters are volunteer, while the massive Russian army is doing draft. And massive number of Russian men, they are running away from the draft. And actually, I appreciate those people who run away. They are not cowards. But this is not a war you want to join. This is not a war you want to die for. This is a war of thieves. Did you see the army of Kadyrov loading in the truck a toilet seat, a TV, panties? Can you believe it? They are stealing panties of women. They go inside the apartment. They see panties. They take them to their wives. They are giving their wives used panties. Low ethic, low morale, low target, and the result of that, defeat. Because they are not coming really to defend their land. They are coming to steal. After they took all the wheat and the wheat season is over, there's nothing to fight for. Kadyrov, he stole millions of tons of wheat from Russia. And this was the gift of Putin for him for sending his men. His commanders, they come to the Ukrainian farmers and they say, from now on, this land is ours. You can still work in it. We will give you a salary. But all the wheat will come from it. It's ours. Thieves with no shame. So I pray that the Ukrainian, they will free their land. But I will go against the Ukrainian if they became invaders too. Always we take a side with the one who deserves justice. We don't take a side with a person. We don't take a side with citizenship. I'm not taking a side with Ukrainian because I like Ukrainian, I hate Russian. No. In fact, I like Russian people. I appreciate them. But I will go against anyone who is an invader. The second you became an invader, you are unjust. Especially your invasion is for the sake of theft. It's obvious. You are stealing their land, you are stealing their food, they are stealing their TVs, they are stealing their furniture, you are stealing everything, and you destroy everything they have. We will take only the side of the one who've been treated unjustly. We don't take a side of a name. You see, like when I speak about the American European, as you see, I'm an American citizen. I even joined the USA Army. So why I want to speak against my country? I'm not. I'm speaking just the truth. I'm not against my country. The truth is that our leaders in this country, they are fraud. They are the one who invited Putin to destroy Ukraine. And they are the one who washed their hands from the Ukrainian in the beginning of the invasion. And then they got surprised with the news. Their general and the CIA have a big failure. They told them the Ukrainian, they are corrupt, they will run away, they will even sell the weapon you give them, etc. All the garbage. And actually, I remember many months ago when I said that we should support them, I saw many comments of you people here saying the Ukrainian, they will take it and they will sell it. They are corrupt. Ukrainian prove you to be a fraud yourself, the one who said that. Until now, the Ukrainian, they don't have a draft. They have volunteers. Putin, who tried for more than 6 months to call it small operation. Operation, you know, little operation, not war. He became the joke of everybody that the small operation need to do draft for it. Big scale of a draft. And even they are recruiting people from jail. Imagine criminals, rapists, thieves. We take them from jail. We promise them a freedom if you go and fight in Ukraine, because we know they will not come anyway. The Ukraine, they are going to kill them. But we need men. And then we find that massive numbers of Russians running away from this draft because they are not convinced with this war. Russian people are not cowards. They are not. But when the war is just a war of a thief, it's a shameful war. Why a Russian man, a good Russian man, want to go and join an army which has become an army of thieves for the sake of a big thief? His name is Putin. What is the benefit of this war? What he accomplished exactly? And soon we will see that Putin will seek negotiation. You see, when the president of Ukraine, he seek negotiation, at that time he was very weak. His army is not ready. The Russian Kadyrov is in the borders of Kiev. Everybody's saying they will lose. The European, they did not support them with anything. I remember the Germans sending them helmet. Have you ever heard of a support like this? They were watching, waiting for them to collapse. But when the European and the American, they see, or they saw, that Ukrainians are really powerful and they are really brave and they are really warriors, then they said, oh no, we were wrong. Those Ukrainians is not what we thought. Look what's happening. The Russians are running. And then they start sending them weapons. But after what? After the Russians destroyed many of their cities. The West commit a crime against Ukraine. If you agree or not, I believe the West commit a bigger crime against Ukraine by inviting Putin to attack, by announcing that we will have nothing to do with Ukraine. They fooled those people. They said to them, we will do NATO training. You will see a NATO flag in the middle of Kiev. And I said to myself, why the NATO flag is here? I mean, you are not part of the NATO, and they will not let them join the NATO. See, they fooled them. 2 months ago, before the war, the NATO was doing war game in Ukraine. 2 months after, they forgot about Ukrainian. They are the one who invited Putin, and Putin was a fool. He never expected that what will happen is going to happen, which means defeat. And his people now, they are looking at him very down. They thought of him highly. He is a person is defending the Russian, and now they notice that all is the propaganda. Imagine they are sending soldiers to war. They don't even have socks. They are giving soldiers shoes. It doesn't fit in their feet. Imagine that the Russians are buying weapons from Iran. What a big disaster that disaster is. Putin, who have a massive show every year for his army, is buying from the mullahs of Iran a drone? Why, you cannot make a drone, you idiot? So this war exposed their weakness and taught us one lesson. Never accept defeat to defend your country. Doesn't matter what country is yours. Doesn't matter what religion is yours. If you are a Christian or a Muslim or a Hindu or a Buddha, doesn't matter. Don't let a beast take your land from you. The one who don't defend his land, he don't deserve his land. And look at the massive lose of Putin in a few weeks. You see this territory here in yellow? This guy, he just announced this area to be part of Russia not long time ago. And now, the Ukrainian, they are getting ready to take this territory here. I will be happy to see the news coming, saying we are able to free it. That will be a very good news. For those people deserve what they struggle for. This area is the coming target. And look like the Russians, they are not sure they can keep it. The dream of Putin is collapsing. And I will not be surprised if the Russians, they start hiring fighters from abroad, from overseas. And the nice thing is, there is many people voluntarily, they join the Ukrainian to fight in Ukraine. You see, when people see that you are attacked unjustly, there is many people who have a good heart, they join to fight with you. And the Russian, they try to smear them, says, oh, those are mercenaries, they are getting paid. Well, getting paid. Somebody who live in England, why you want to go for war in Ukraine? How much you will pay him? They can't even afford it. They don't even have the money to pay. What you will pay somebody coming from USA? Why somebody want to sacrifice himself for what? Ukraine, they will give him $2,000? But because the world, they felt that this war is unjustified, unjustly done, savage, criminals attack. So many people, they are joining Ukrainian. And actually me, myself, I thought about it, but then my friends in Ukraine, they said to me, you have a better job to do. Not everybody can do what you do. But there's many people can't just hold a gun and go and fight. I will be so happy to fight the chickens of Kadyrov. But I will not be happy to shoot and kill a Russian soldier. I will feel sad to kill a Christian person who been forced into war. Kadyrov is a criminal. His army is an army of criminals. They've been promised bounty and booties in return of coming to kill Ukrainians. We pray that this war will be over soon. We pray that Putin, he will come back to his mind, if he have any, beside his greed. We pray that the Ukrainian, they will support their army. And I'm so proud of the Ukrainian who joined voluntarily. They are not drafted to join the armed forces and defend their own land. I always will be proud of those who defend their land, no matter who they are. There's no place for cowards. If you live as a coward, you will die as one. And nobody respects you. And now the Ukrainian, actually, I believe, as I said, they are the most powerful army in Europe. In case you do not know, England have 80,000 soldiers. And they are not really too much experience in war. Ukrainian now, they have a lot of experience. A lot. 6 months ago, this army is different from the army today. So this will be a good message in the future for anyone who want to attack the Ukrainian. Ukrainian is not a piece of biscuit you can bite. They will make you shish kebab. If you don't believe me, watch what's happening to Putin and Kadyrov. And then when the Ukrainian make your army shish kebab, then your army will send videos in the internet saying Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Omar, Allahu Akbar.
You should see his faces.
You're You both so say Allahu Akbar.
Alhamdulillah. And you know the funny, they are dying and they are getting slaughtered, and then put, you know what, Kadyrov, he says only two people of my army get killed. I mean, you stupid idiot. How in the world that happened? I mean, let us say really you have a strong army. Who in the world want to believe that only 2 people after 7 months or 8 months of war get killed from your army? Why they are hiding under the rocks? Only 2 people. You know, always, by the way, Muslims, they are the best in exaggeration in everything. If you remember in the Quran, Allah aka Muhammad said to the Muslims, 100 of you come fight 1,000. The Muslim, they went to the fight, they get spanked. So what Allah, he said to them, aka Muhammad, he said, now Allah, he found weakness on you, so 100 of you can fight 200. From 100 to 1,000 to 100 to 200. And this is Kadyrov. Allahu Akbar, takbir, shish kebab, takbir, hummus, takbir. You see the show, you see, man, those people, they are lions. They come to Kiev, they became chicken. All this territory around Kharkiv was controlled by the chicken Kadyrov gang. And the Ukrainian, they made shish kebab of them, and yet the coward, he claimed that only 2 of his men get killed. Look like the Ukrainian, they are using guns made full of water. Oh yeah, I have 2 of them, they die because it was too much water. So, I'm so proud of the Ukrainian. I've been there. Many of them, they are poor. Nice villagers, good heart people. For sure, everywhere there is bad, there is criminals, there is prostitutes, there is scammers, there is everywhere. But it's a wonderful country, beautiful country. And they don't deserve what happened to them. Free Abdul Rahman, he said, Kadyrov, he have more balls than you. Hold on, let us put this comment on the screen. Free Abdul Rahman, he said the following: Kadyrov, he had more balls than you, but you coward son of Muta. Kadyrov, he don't go to war. And who said to you, I never been in war, you son of Muta? Ask your dad, he will tell you. Kadyrov is the same as Muhammad. He never go to war. He stay behind, putting his balls between the legs of Aisha. Can you show me when the last time Muhammad he have a war? And he was in the war? He was always behind. Same as Kadyrov. And then he said, he sent his kids. Him is like, you comment in him is like a kid. He never fight in war. Try me. Just try me. You see, the one who have no balls is the one who will not dare to call your prophet stupid. I call him stupid every day. Donkey, stupid, idiot. And if you have a balls, you do something about it. What do? You come in YouTube and make a comment about it. Where is the Mujahideen? Huh? Do you have balls? You don't, you have text. I made books about your prophet. I made him the joke of the people around the world. From Indonesia to Chechnya. And my books even translated in Russian, Chinese, Indonesian, Indian languages. What you can do about it? coward like your prophet. You know, those people, they speak about how brave they are when they attack a weak people. So Kadyrov, he said those, you know, he is speaking of himself as a hero because he is between the balls of Putin. What about you come to Ukraine alone? Without Putin, and look, you came with Putin and they make you shish kebab, even Putin balls in the top of your head, still you've been defeated as a coward. Coward like he's a prophet, thief. Anyway, my advice to Ukrainian, not to hate the Russian. The Russian, many of them, they are against this war. Many of them, they are very wonderful people. And many of them, they agree with you. Actually, I saw a group of protesters, Russian protesters, burning their passport. I saw many Russians, they've been arrested just because they speak against Putin cowardness act, asking a Muslim gang to go and rape Ukrainian women. Many Russians, they are really ashamed of Putin. So I advise the Ukrainian not to fall into the trap of hatred, and don't teach your children to hate the Russian. Teach the children that always there is an evil leader can bring his evil upon you, and you have to be ready. Weakness is an invitation for evil. You see, many in USA, they speak against guns. They say guns should be forbidden. But all of us, we knew that criminals, they will have their hands on guns easy. So when you forbid guns, you forbid the good citizen from having guns. If everybody have a gun, a criminal, he have no chance to do home invasion because he knew they will make him shish kebab. But if he knew that the house have maybe maximum a knife of a kitchen to clean the chicken with it, he will do home invasion. And this is what happened to Ukrainian. They trusted the European, the American. Big mistake. They gave up their weapon. Big mistake. And then Putin now, he think that those Ukrainians, they have only knife. We can take them easy. We have way more powerful weapon. And as soon some little weapons start coming to Ukraine, the war is shift upside down. Until now, the Ukrainian planes, fighters, is flying. Putin could not shut them down. The person who keeps saying Christian princes and he make it orange, this is the last time you do that. Even I know you're speaking to someone, her name is a Christian princess. One more time you do that, I'm going to block you. Because when you make the name in orange, that will make me think that you are talking to me. And then I will see there is 2 S at the end. So don't be stupid again and don't use that orange. Now, as long Kadyrov is asking the Muslim to do jihad in Ukraine, why Abdul Rahman, free Abdul Rahman, he don't join Kadyrov? That is a good question. Because a free Abdul Rahman, his wife, she will not allow him to go. Who was going to wash the dishes if you go, Abdul Rahman? Your wife, she will not do it. And she will not allow you to go. You have a job to do at home, Abdul Rahman. So I want to say thank you all for being here. You feel free to download my video. I'm not going to keep it for long. And as you see, not many people are interested in the topic, or maybe because we, people know that I don't disable the chat, and many, they are just coming for chat. So many people stop coming. So I will keep the chat disabled in the future too, because I don't want really chatters. I want people who are coming here to do something right. All right? Yeah. I just told you not to do it, and you keep doing it. Al Samalo. And let me block you now. I mean, have you ever heard of a stupidity like this? I just told him not to do it. And the guy, he keep doing it. Here we go, I blocked you. This guy remind me of Muhammad and his followers. The Prophet, he said, don't write hadith. Don't what? Don't write hadith. What the Muslim they do? The Prophet said, don't write hadith. Like, what the heck? He just told you don't write hadith, you donkey. So I told him, don't put the name of Christian prince as long you are talking to this lady. Her name is a princess. He repeat again. It's the same as Muhammad. Brother and sisters, Prophet of Allah, he said, don't take anything from me. He who took down anything from me except the Quran, he should efface it. Okay. That narrated from me. What the heck? I mean, you idiot. The guy, he just told you, don't write down anything I say except the Quran. Then you write down everything he say, including the sentence where he's saying, erase anything I say. Here you see why Putin is losing the war. His supporters is Kadyrov, a gang leader, a drug dealer, and he is his son with benefit. Well, I believe people get what they deserve, even though Ukrainians don't deserve what's happening. But somehow, sometime, we have to learn in the hard way to appreciate what we have so we can defend what we have. So I pray for peace. I pray that Ukrainian and Russian, they will be living together side by side. I pray that hate will not spread between them. I pray that Ukrainian, they will not teach hatred against the Russian, same as Russian not to take hatred against Ukrainian. Ukrainian did not kill your kids came to kill them. What you say about some Chechenian fighters are in the Ukrainian side, well, those are not in the Ukrainian side. Those people, they hate Kadyrov, for he betrayed his people, and they are terrorists too. But I understand that those Ukrainians, they welcome anyone who can join and fight against the invasion. I don't blame them. Anyone wanna come and join and fight Kadyrov? Okay, come. No problem. But those people, they are not coming to defend Ukraine. Those people, they are enemy of Kadyrov. And they are, generally speaking, terrorists like him too. But in the stage of war, in the time of needs, every bullet is welcome. All right? Any other question before we finish for today? And remember, we are not here to speak against the Russian. I have really a great a place for the Russian people. I believe they are wonderful people. For sure, there's many, they are trashy. They are thieves like Putin. But Russian, they have a great history. They are wonderful people. But one person is enough to ruin the reputation of a nation. You see, when people, they remember Germany, they remember Hitler. But not every German is a Hitler. But history always written by those who make victory. If Hitler was victorious, trust me, Every country will speak about him, how wonderful he is. The books of history will be rewritten. History is written by the victorious, not by the truth. Hitler is a bad person. But if he was victorious, this bad person, many countries will make statues for him. This is reality. Putin is no better than Hitler. If he loses, the Russians themselves, they will spit on him. If he brings victory, he will be in the books of history as the warrior, as a great leader. He is Caesar who brought victory to Russia. Because books of history is not written by historian, is written by propaganda. What is the Muslims are doing in Ukraine? Well, there is Muslims who live in Ukraine. Maybe you do not know. There's Muslims who they are Ukrainian citizen too. Ukraine is an ethnic mix, is not just one ethnic. There's people from Armenia, there's people from Georgia, there's people from previous Soviet Union, there's Turkish, there's many ethnic. And actually, in the time of the World War II, Hitler was sponsored by Muslim countries around the world. Why? Because he was attacking the Jews. And he was killing Christians anyway. And until now, actually, one of the funny things about the stupidity of the world today, that United Nations, they send donation to the Palestinian Authority. The Palestinian Authority, they use the money of the United Nations, some of it for sure, not all, to print the book of Hitler, and they give it for free for their kids. They have Hitler picture everywhere. Somebody asking me, what do you think about Andrew Potato? Anyone will ask him about this person. Obviously, he is a Muslim trying to promote this guy. This guy is nobody. I check his channel. He don't even have 4,000 subscribers. So what do you think about this guy? What do you think about this guy? Why do you think I am a person who know him? Why I would think about him? He's a donkey like you. Because why you care for this guy? You know, if somebody have a hover machine and he is using it to clean his house, he would say, what do you think about hover machine? I understand. But is he a hover machine for you? What is the benefit of this guy for you? Oh, he's a guy who converted to Islam. So, I mean, we have certified donkeys who they are coming here and they keep repeating the same thing. They are propaganda people. Actually, when you speak about a person like this, you are promoting him, but nobody cares for him except you, stupid. If somebody converted to Islam, so what? There's millions leaving Islam too. Why he is important for you? Do you have an ant in your pant? His name is Tote? You're a donkey. Let us say somebody is very famous. Even this one is nobody. Somebody is very famous, converted to Islam. So, what do you think? Why I would think? I would say he's a donkey. You know my answer. And you are a donkey too. Because why I should think for you about what I think? Shouldn't you think? He's a fool. I advise you to convert to Islam too. You know, there's many people, they are really stupid and they care about hearing the news like somebody convert to Islam. Oh, he convert to Islam. Whoa. What? How come you are not busy with those who leave Islam? The guy is free. He convert to Islam. He convert to Buddhism. He convert to testicles. Who care? What's your business? We are not here to talk about a convert or individual. We are here to expose a religion. You convert too. That will not affect me. I noticed that people, they have really, many of them, they have very low IQ, and they are media worshippers. A guy, a blonde woman, she converted to Islam. Islam, I feel so good in Islam, and she have tons of makeup in her face, and she is wearing hijab now, and her breast is coming out. Well, obviously, you're a good Muslim now. Do you remember the woman from Canada? Her name is Foxy. Who remember her? Foxy, she converted to Islam. She is a Canadian. She is a redhead, and she said she is upset now. She have a 40 boyfriend. They are Muslims, and she said there is a lot of hypocrisy between Muslims, like the virgin hypocrisy. Okay, tell us, Foxy, what happened? So she said that Muslim women, they go to the library. You can search the video. It's disgusting. Very filthy mouth. They go to the library, they go under the table, and they do things, and she move her mouth. You know what I'm talking about. And yes, they are virgins, but in fact, they saw more peep, more than I ever saw. We don't know how many she saw yet. So why you care because she's blonde? There's a lot of trash in this earth. The Bible says the gate of hell is wide, very wide. Somebody speaking to me in Indonesian, let me read it for you. Bagi para ustad dan kai yang bisa bahasa Inggris. Okay, well, Knight Templar, thank you very much for the comment. I have no comment about it. Okay? And you know why. Do we have any other question? Anyone will come here to tell me what do you think about someone convert to Christianity or someone convert to Islam, I will block you. You see, what make Christianity true faith, not because somebody convert to Christianity and he is famous or not famous. That is not the reasoning to believe that Christianity is the true belief. Only foolish people believe this way. It's not even how many believers there is. Let us say there's only one believer left in Jesus. That will not make him wrong, unless you prove him to be wrong. But foolish people who worship celebrity or names or media or famous or propaganda, they are very easy, to be hit by the wind of a fan. CP, one question can I ask from you? You will ask me a question or you will ask me an answer? Grito, Alex. You remind me of the Muslim examination. If you go to Saudi Arabia, they used to have a test. The test is very hard. Who is the founder of the kingdom? This is supposedly history. It is something we hear in TV 24 hours a day. Who is the founder of the kingdom? Who is the first king of Saudi Arabia? How did Muslims come to Ukraine? How Muslims they come to your country? I will tell you 3 options. They use donkeys to come. They took a car or airplanes, or maybe they are born there originally. You see, many people, they are ignorant. They do not know that even Crimea, originally, it was for the Tatar. It's a Tatar land. This is why Erdogan, he is dreaming to take it. Erdogan, he don't care for Ukraine. He hates Ukrainian. This guy is a hyena. But in certain time, this area was Tatar area. And the Tatar are Muslims. So people, they ask why they are there. The Soviet Union mobilized the Tatar to different territories. And the same they did to many ethnic, not only to the Tatar. And the reason for that, so they cannot take control of an area one day and cause them a problem. So Erdogan, this is why he support Mujahideen of Tatar to take back Crimea. And doesn't matter who is the one controlling it, if it's the Ukrainian or the Russian, Erdogan, he won it. And he is not hiding that. All right. Let us see. How will Islam later conquer Europe? Who said Islam will conquer Europe? Islam cannot conquer even their own land. Don't you see that Muslims are burning the hijab in Iran? People are funny. There's nothing left of Islam. Islam is not a religion anymore. You see, if you go and see those who claim that they converted to Islam, you will see she's wearing jeans, her boobs is coming out, and she converted to Islam today. Or you see that guy, he make a video of reaction. You see those reaction? A guy, his mouth is open, reaction to the Quran. Those are just, they are scammers. They are fooling you. They want to make money. They knew that if they make a video reaction of a Christian, he's a Christian brother, he's making reaction videos for the Quran for the last year. Until now he's a Christian. But each time he hear Muhammad say something, he is so amazed. But still he's not converting. Because if he convert, he will not make money the same as if he is a Christian reacting to the Quran. So are you a fool like them? Somebody saying, would the war in Ukraine turn to World War III? You see, I don't believe in such a thing will happen because they knew that this will be the end for all of them. The end of the whole world, actually. So those nukes is just a toy, you know, to wave it, but not to use it. Because the second you use it, you yourself are dead. You see, those toys are good if you are the only one have them. But this is not the scenario. What do you think about the Abrahamic family house that's supposed to open this year? Mosque, synagogue, church together? Well, I don't know. I mean, there is people that, do you mix urine with wine and vodka? Maybe some people like it. Okay, if we open a house, it's called Abrahamic house. And in the house, there's a synagogue, a church, a mosque. Is the Muslim still will recite the Quran, says, kill the Christians wherever you find them, or not? Are they going to read the chapter 5, verse 14, says Allah will spread the hatred between the Christians, or not? So this is, you know, stupid people. I mean, people, they say stupid things, what we can do? Yeah. There's a lot of, you know, a lot of stupidity in this world. So you can open a house like this, but are they going to read this in the house like that? People are stupid. People are donkeys, what I can say. If the Muslim, they change the Quran and they take those verses and they open that house and they read different Quran, I will say, okay, no problem, that's good. But we have the Quran says, kill the Christians wherever you find them. And insult them, humiliate them, and spit on them. So we open a house of Abraham and then we say we will kill the followers of Abraham? People, you know, stupid people say stupid things. Any other question? Habarasa, he said that in churches and synagogue, the name of Allah is mentioned. Habarasha, I really laugh at what you just said, because the Christian, they say Allah is Jesus. So how your stupid prophet, he says such a statement? Isn't the Quran says that the Christian, they believe that Allah is Jesus? According to the stupid Quran, which is not true, by the way, we don't believe in Allah. Allah is a shish kebab hummus. According to the stupid Quran, the author of the Quran, Muhammad, he said that the Christian believe that Allah is the Messiah. So how the name of Allah is mentioned, according to you, when the Christians, they believe that the Messiah is Allah? Obviously, they are mentioning the Messiah. Do you believe there is a book written by Ishmael? Yeah, sure. Ishmael, he have a big library, you know. One of it is how to make hummus. Chapter 5, verse number 17 says, surely in this belief, they are kuffar, those who say that Allah is the Messiah. So when Abdul says to you, the Christian synagogue, the churches, they mention the name of Allah, the Quran says they mention the name of Jesus as God. And this is the Quran in front of you. There is some Muslims from Germany, they want to debate me. They are exist right now here, or they will come some other time. I welcome them all. Anyone want to debate me is welcome. When we go live, we open Skype, they can call me anytime. All right? I do not need you even to tell me who they are. The more strong they are, the better. Bring me the strongest. Any other question? Bring your best when you come to debate me. And for sure you will lose, you know, I mean, sorry, you will win. They are live in TikTok. Well, I don't, you know, I open an account in TikTok and the Muslim, they flag me and they ban me. So they can call me here. The one who is willing to debate me, you don't say come to TikTok. I open a TikTok. I said people, they say, maybe there's young people, they will watch there. So I posted few videos and the Muslims, they went so crazy as usual and they flagged my videos. And TikTok is a stupid application. They blocked me. Do you have a source or talking about Muslims can intercourse with animals, sir? Well, this is not our topic today. We are talking about Ukraine. So how we want to mix between having sex with animals and Ukraine? That would be crazy. Any serious question about the topic before we finish for today? Islam is not worth defending. No, actually, I say Islam is worth defending because that will be the best comedy. Why do Muslims equate Isa with Jesus? Well, the Muslim, they never have any name to be correct anyway. So don't be surprised. As an example, if you ask the Muslims, where is Jesus was born? They don't know. Okay, you talk too much about Jesus. Where Jesus was? They don't know. Okay. Jesus is born of Mary. Mary who? They say to you, the daughter of Amran. The Quran says so. So the stupid Muhammad even do not know who is the father of Mary. He think Mary, Maryam, the sister of Moses, is the same mother of Jesus. This is why he call her as she is the daughter of a man. His name is Umran, which is Umram, the father of Moses. So Muhammad is an idiot. He do not know what names mean. He do not know the names belong to who, and he's really messed up. He's like Putin making a speech, speaking to Kadyrov about jihad. Anything else? Do you know Sharia law? No, I do not know Sharia law. I mean, you know, people, if you want to come here to ask me stupid questions, I will send you free shipping and handling to Allah. Do you know Sharia law? Like, do you know really? So this guy who wrote tons of books about Muhammad, in his profile it says, I have degrees in Islamic law. And then I say to him, do you know Sharia law? Take a breath. And can I call a friend to see if I can answer the question? What those questions coming from? Are you sitting in a quiet seat thinking about the question? And doesn't matter where the question will come from, you just throw it away? Don't forget to flush the water, huh? What's wrong with people? I mean, people, they kill you with their silly questions, you know? We say any question, they give us, do you know Sharia law? What Sharia law? There's no Sharia law. I mean, don't you see the guy is messed up? He do not even know the name of the father of Mary. He think that Mary is the sister of Aaron. He think that the father of Abraham, his name is stupid. Have you ever heard of a stupid prophet like this? If you go in the Quran, we are going out of the topic now. Oh boy. Muhammad did not speak the language. He heard that Abraham, he said to his father, Azar. So what does stupid Muhammad you think? Azar is the name of the father. But what Abraham saying to his father, stupid, are you going to worship idols? So the stupid Muhammad think or thought that the word stupid is the name of the father of Abraham. So don't be stupid like him. You will look like a Borat. What's your take on the book of Jasher and Enoch? Why it is not included with while it was mentioned by name in the Bible? You see, the Bible quote many, but doesn't mean they have it's necessarily to mention a book. And there is a book actually, it's called the Book of Enoch, but there's a fabricated book. But obviously, it's not really much important to have it included. This is why it's not there. Did you ask yourself why the Jews, they concentrate too much in the Torah? Because obviously the Torah is the very, very, very important book for them. And there is others, you know, maybe they are good men, maybe they are even, like wonderful people. They mention things, they have wisdom, etc. But it's not important to copy everything they said. We copy only the important. Do we have any question about the topic? Until now, people are not asking me about the topic. Imki Bathan wanna debate me? Okay, when he wanna debate me? Who is this guy? Is he in the chat now? Selective. Ask me serious questions, man. You challenge me? Oh, okay. So, you know, Mac Bathan, you are a Muslim, my friend? Are you a Muslim? For real? Okay, I will open Skype just for you. Just for, you know, I don't take a breakfast. I will take you for a breakfast. So I will open Skype for you, even though this is not the time. But, you know, just to see. I like always the one who is so strong. I want to challenge you. I want to debate you. Okay, I am live. My Skype is on. Can you text me, please, so I can call you? Strong Bathan. My Skype is open. Can you please text me? No problem. You can take me as you wish. Prove it. You have to prove it. My Skype is open now, so you do it. You do what you say, not you say what you don't do. We have somebody, his name is Enoch, but this is not now. This is from previous. Okay. Text me, my friend, text me. I will give you 3-4 minutes to text me, otherwise I will block your name because obviously you are just a kid. So I'm waiting for you. This is my account in Skype. Will take you a second to find it. All right. Look like this kid is just a kid. He's a troll like Kadyrov. Look at this person who said here. His name is Roman Yakarov. Hey, Roman, how are you? You are Yakaroving a lot here. Let us see what Yakarov he said in his chat, in his comment. Kadyrov does not size maternity hospital in Ukraine, does not size theaters with hostages, does not blow up planes, does not size school. It was done all by those who are fighting on the side of Ukraine. You know, I like this news because, you know, myself, I size my house and I blow it too, because people, they like to blow their houses and kill their own people. True. Actually, I heard that always Ukrainians like to size their own self and they blow themselves. Must be true, brother. So you come to their land, you destroy their hospitals. It is the Ukrainian doing it, brother. But why Ukrainian would destroy his own hospital where he need to go and take medicine from there? Not size. Sorry, my English is funny, as you know. I'm like Muhammad, illiterate, especially in English. So the Kadyrov did not seize it. Yeah, he only sees the wheat. And his army, they stole panties, and the videos are there. You know, when the Ukrainian, they capture them, they find panties in their pocket. You know, it's very normal, by the way. I mean, all people do that. All of us, we like to seize our houses, blow it, destroy our hospitals, just for the sake of propaganda. We like to do that. And we take hostages who they are Ukrainian. So are you Ukrainian? I'm Ukrainian. I'm going to take you hostages so I can threat Putin by you. You know, sometimes, like, I'm a believer, but sometimes I ask God, did he really create those people? And then I will ask him why. You know, Roman, do you have any proof that you are created by God, not by Joe Biden? Because you sound like a fool like Joe Biden. I mean, even Joe Biden don't say what you just said. So, brothers and sisters, the Russian and Kadyrov army, Did it not destroy Ukraine? This is Ukrainian destroying Ukraine. I mean, all Ukrainian, they are very well-known people. They like to destroy their country and burn their houses. All of them. Ask any Ukrainian. Look, this Ukrainian here, look here. You see, he burned his apartment because he's so rich. He have many apartments to the point he live in an apartment like this. And they burned their apartment. The Ukrainian do that, man. I'm telling you. This is true. Okay? And they burn their cars too. All of us, we like to burn our car, especially my old car. But then if I burn my car, I will not have any more car. It doesn't matter. You like to burn your car because you're Ukrainian. Ukrainian crazy, I'm telling you. You know, they even send bombs in the top of their head, brother. And they kill their own babies. Actually, I heard your Ukrainian, they make Ukrainian for kimchi. People. I saw, look at this one. Danny saying, just to show you how propaganda work and how stupidity function. Danny says Ukrainian at some point, we saw them in the news that they discriminate black people on train station and other. What really think about the incident? My friend, everybody discriminate the Ukrainian. And everybody discriminate people who they are not citizen. As an example, if I go right now to the one you are talking about them in the train, they are going to Europe. They are seeking refuge in Europe, but they should be sent to their countries. European, they enter Europe. Non-European, they cannot enter Europe, which means if you are an Asian and you have a passport from France, you enter France. If you are from Zimbabwe, you go back to Zimbabwe. So the European is the one who don't want them to come because they knew those people who want to enter Europe, they will never leave. They will use it as an excuse to stay in Europe forever. And we know the drill. So it's not discrimination, it is a legal practice. Ukrainian, European Union welcome them to enter. Only Ukrainians. Not Syrians, not Iraqi, not African, not Asian, not white, who they are from other country. Only Ukrainian are welcome to enter Europe. So where is the discrimination? People, they, if the Ukrainian are bad to the black people, why they are living there all this time studying and they have a life? I mean, they are racist. So they are racist to you only in the day of the train? In the train, brother. In the train. We saw it in the TV. So they are there for many years and nobody discriminate them. Now in the train, they are discriminated. Look like the train is a place of discrimination. Actually, when I was in Ukraine, in the city of Dnipro, I met some black people. And not only that, I did a seminar in the city of Odessa for students. We can say maybe 95% they were African, and some of them, they are ex-Muslims. They were very happy to live in Ukraine. So if they are racist, nobody will go there, my friend. There's no way a black person will live in a country where people, they spit at him or discriminate him. So they are enjoying their life there. During the war, their own people, they have no place in the train. Millions are leaving. It's a chaos. Why, if Islam is false, the doctor in Pakistan recommended reading for good health properties? And do you know Quran talk about expansion of quantum field? My friend, so the doctors in Pakistan, they refer to the Quran to read. So for health, is that explain why a lot of death and the low age average in Pakistan? What is the rank of Pakistan when it's come to health in the world, brother? So we search right now. You will find yourself at the end of the ladder, the first step of the ladder. And now we know why they are advising you, instead of taking medicine, to read the Quran. The Quran, which it says that the sperm coming from the backbone and women have a sperm coming from their ribs. And then here, do you know that the Quran talk about expansion of a quantum field? Can you show me that? I want to see the quantum field in the Quran, brother. Can you give me the verse number so we can put it in the screen? Maybe some people will convert to Islam. Black people are discriminated everywhere, including African continent. No, my friend. You see, discrimination can happen to anybody, including me and you. When you are a minority in a society, there is always discrimination will happen. Until now, people, they ask me, where are you from? I say, I'm an American. They say, no, where are you from? You know? So because I have an accent, I find that this question is a question of discrimination. Why it's so important? I'm an American citizen. No, where are you from? So because you are a minority, and because some people, they ask questions which is not really appropriate to ask, you feel being discriminated. But in reality, the law in USA, as an example, protect you from any discrimination. But you can feel still discriminated, but doesn't mean it's true. If somebody is racist, he can be. But in reality, if I go to Africa right now, and I'm not African, and if I stay in a country without visa, what they will do, they will arrest me and they will kick me out of the country. Are they being a racist? No. I'm just breaking the law. So people are silly, and people are stupid, and people say stupid things. Simply read Surah Al-Anbiya, my friend. Okay, what chapter in Surah Al-Anbiya? Guys, the chapter of Al-Anbiya is speaking about the quantum physics. I did read Al-Anbiya and I die laughing. Do you want me to read for you some of Al-Anbiya, or you want me to read my choice of Al-Anbiya? This is Al-Anbiya. Allah is saying, this is a quantum physics, by the way. The Muslim, they claim that Allah is one, yet if you want to take a wife, he will take it from ourselves. Quantum physics. How Allah is one, yet he want to take a partner as a wife from us. Is your God Allah going to F himself? This is Al-Anbiya. This is the chapter you choose for me. This is a quantum physics. He is one, but yet he is going to F his wife, which is from us. That's deep. How you can do that? Well, Allah, he can do that. Allah can F himself. He's free. Don't you always speak about freedom of choice? Allah decide to F himself. So Allah is one, yet Allah is one, taking a partner, which is a wife or a son, etc. I like that, etc. What does that mean? A guy? What etc.? You Muslim, you add etc. to solve a problem, don't you? So Allah want to take a wife, he will take it from who? From us. So Mr. Quantum Physics, can you solve this mathematics for us? And remember, you are the one who mentioned to me the chapter of Al-Anbiya. Here we go. This is the chapter of Al-Anbiya, which means the prophets. Allah will take a partner from us. Remember, by the way, I'm one, but I'm us. He want quantum physics. Quantum physics? Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, excuse my English. Is that the chapter you are asking me to read? I mean, what a stupid religion. How in one hand you say Allah is one, and then Allah want to take a partner from us? Are you searching Google? Abdul Rahman? Abdul Rahim, whatever your name? Where's the answer? What happened to the guy who wanna call me? What a potato. Let us go out of Skype then. And you know, if we call Zakir Naik, even this is our topic, Zakir Naik, he will have an answer. Christian Prince. First of all, when Allah he said he want to take a partner from us, he don't mean a real partner. It's a fake partner. As an example, you are the male, and you don't have a wife. So what do? You take a partner by doing masturbation. And when you do masturbation, you are effing Zakir Naik, what effing, what it says, if you want to take a partner, and you Muslims say it's a wife, it's not masturbation. Are you saying to me, Zakir Naik, Allah doing masturbation now, and this is his partner? His hand? Christian Prince, respect yourself. First of all, Allah's hand is different from our hand. His hand is different. Okay, it doesn't matter, it's a hand. So Allah is masturbating now using his hand or his two hands, Zakir Naik. Can you be more consistent and careful in the answer? Christian Prince, Allah do not need you two hands because one hand is enough. Oh, okay. Which hand, Zakir Naik, right or wrong, or the left? He uses for masturbation. Christian Prince, Allah never have left hand. The hadith said Allah have two hands and both his hands are right hands. Hey, Zakir Naik, why in the world Allah have two hands and both of them they are right? And as long as both of them they are right, so what he have in the left side? Christian Prince, Allah don't have left side. You stupid. If you have two hands and both of them they are right hands, how in the world they became right if there's no left? Christian Prince, Allah, he can do miracle. So he have right side, he don't have left side. I got you busted. I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid religion like this? Their God have two hands and both of them they are right hands, yet he don't have a left side. And by the way, Muhammad in different hadith, he says Allah have left hand. Just to show you how stupid Muhammad is. So according to Muhammad, both Allah's hands are right hands. I mean, is that a birth defect? Is that Kadyrov after the Ukrainian chopped his left hand and killed 400 of his fighters in one day? Christian Prince, how you know they are 400? You are a liar. They are 399.99 cents. This guy is saying to me, Roman, I mean, this guy, he go for 10 hours, he come back with this. Read this. You see here, we welcome people who oppose what we say, but can you oppose Putin in what he say? He will put you in jail, and this is telling you who is the coward. Read something about Chechen formations on the side of Ukraine. You disgrace yourself. Underpants. Ukrainian buy cheap Chinese underpants, which can be bought everywhere in Russia for less than $1. But you don't have $1. And this is why your TV is saying, we gave the family of the soldiers one-time deal, a case of potato. Do you want me to play the video for you? A case of potato? Secondly, you coward, son of Muta. You are saying the Chechenian formation in the side of Ukraine. So if it's a shame to have Chechenian formation in your side, why you have them in your side, you coward? Do you see how stupid you are? So the one who have Chechenian in his side, he is a shameful person. Well, you have the whole Chechenia chicken in your side. The Ukrainian, they have like 50 fighters from Chechnya. And that brought shame. Do you see the stupidity? Guys, you know, those people, they are no match to debate for a very simple reason. Always people who try to debate me, they have a very low IQ. If it is shameful to have fighters from Chechnya to fight in your side,
all Putin lovers are from Chechnya. Do you want me to play for you the videos of Kadyrov? Says we have to fight for the sake of Putin, our leader. I can play it for you. What a stupid idiot you are. And by the way, as long you can find one panties in Russia for $1. How you know? You're a male, don't you? Oh boy. I'm sure you are not lying. You are speaking of expertise. Is that the panties you buy to your wife? $1 panty? Are you sure it's not 99 cents? And the funny is, it's a Chinese cheap underpants. So why you are stealing it? Do you want me to play the videos for you of your army captures and they have panties in their tanks, in their pockets? Go and search Google and come back with a different answer so people can laugh at you. Remember you one thing, you are in your land, their land, you donkey. You are the thief. They did not even enter 1 centimeter of your land. If we search right now, in Prophet Google, peace be upon him, I just type Russian stealing. What I came with? Russian stealing washing machine. Guys, Kadyrov, he stole food from the supermarket. And then he decided to give them to the civilian as a gift. And the bags you have there, it says Ukrainian product. It says even the name of the stores. Brother, I'm going to take this washing machine all the way to Kadyrov. Brother, we are not a bunch of thieves. I'm just getting some candies. I mean, I want to know how they want to carry all this washing machine all the way to Chechnya. I mean, you have a space for it? You know, they don't have a space for dead soldiers. They are leaving their dead soldiers in the ground. Why? Because they don't have a space no more for the washing machines have to be there. It's more important than a guy he got killed in our army. So we leave the soldiers. If I play the videos for you, you'll be disgusted. They are leaving their own men dead in the ground. You are learning from Muhammad, by the way. And this is why it's called a special laundry operation. That's a good title. Special laundry operation. You know? I mean, what the heck is that, man? What's wrong with those people? Anyway, Abdul, I wish you a special laundry operation, and look like the Ukrainian, they are using very tough detergent, and they are washing their land from any scam, and good for them. I hope soon they will have victory over all the thieves, all the criminals, and they will kick them out of their land. I always will support people who defend their land. I always support people who they are brave, and I don't like cowards who run away from their land in order to escape defending their land. The one who run away from his land, by the way, there's many Ukrainian, young Ukrainian, they run away. Those are the coward ones. But there's a lot of Ukrainian, they are brave, they are real men, voluntarily, not a draft like Putin doing now. They join their armed forces to defend their land. So you cannot say, it doesn't matter if you support them or not. You can't say anything except I respect those people. Because they are volunteer. and all the washing machines you took by war will not take the humiliation you face when your soldiers are being arrested, captured, and you don't even dare to free them because you run away. I want to say thank you all for being here. We pray again for the Ukrainian and the Russian to be friends again. And again, I am not against the Russian. I never spoke against them. But this Putin is disgusting. His friends proving to us who is he. You know, when the Bible says, from their fruit you shall know them. If the American, their friends was Taliban one day, that means the American were doing evil. Not long time ago, the American themselves, they support terrorism. They support terrorist Taliban and Osama bin Laden against the Russian. At that time, the American, they were doing very evil. Speak against it. Always those who support terrorists are doing evil. Doesn't matter what the name of the country. All Western leaders, they keep saying Islam is peace. But nobody want to say the truth. If Islam is peace, why we have too much security in the airport? Why we are afraid from Islamic terrorism if Islam is peace? Why we have to take off our shoes to go in the airplane? Because there is a shoe bomber and he was a Muslim. Because there is Osama bin Laden. Because there's only 10% of Muslims support terrorism. And the Western, they say that Muslims today are 1.6 billion. So we have 160 million terrorists. 10% only. That's what they say. The truth is ugly. And the truth hurt. Look at the mirror, you will see an ugly face. You are a thief. Go back home. Go back to your mother. Go back to your children's. You will never be proud about what you did in Ukraine. But Ukrainian, they will be so proud about what they did to defend their land. Every single one of them will be proud about any soldiers who carry his gun and his arm to fight, to defend. And I am not a Ukrainian, but I feel so proud of them. For they are doing what real men should do. A real men defend their land. Cowards, they flee. Me, myself, in the time of war, I decided to join the army when nobody joined the army. Not because I'm a coward. Cowards don't go to war. Especially, I do it voluntarily. Not like Putin taking you as a draft, like a goat. In a war, it's not yours. So I want to say thank you all for being here. And until we see you soon again, this is your brother Christian Prince, who was serving you humbly for today. And again, I say to the Ukrainian people, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of Ukraine. But take my advice. Don't hate the Russian. One day they will become your friends again. And maybe they will become your best helpers. Don't give up a nation because of a filthy man. His name is Putin. History is a great book to learn from. And a nation is not a man. That is a fact. Remember, one day you used to fight against the German. The German today, they are sending you a weapon. So if you hate the German, then you should hate the German forever. But you don't. The German today, they are on your side. One man was evil. Not all the German were evil. Just think about it and be wise. Again, download the video. I don't keep my videos for long, as you know. Maybe after a few hours from now, we will take it down. So download it, share it. And thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And bless those who spread peace as the Lord, He blessed them. Thank you.